There is something almost every man overlooks, something so simple yet so powerful that it separates the men who create deep, lasting connections from those who remain forgettable. Most men assume that attraction is built through words. They focus on saying the right things, delivering clever jokes, or crafting the perfect line. But women do not connect through words alone. They connect through feelings, emotional presence, and physical closeness. One of the most overlooked ways to build that connection is through touch. Not in a needy or intrusive manner, but in a subtle, intentional, and comforting way. A gentle, non-sexual gesture before intimacy can completely transform the atmosphere. Soft, non-sexual touch can communicate far more than words ever could. It conveys, "I notice you. I care about you. You are safe with me." It is not about being perfect or highly skilled. It is about being present, slowing down, paying attention, and creating a moment where she feels understood and genuinely desired, not rushed or pressured. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote that we should not seek to have events happen as we wish, but to wish them to happen as they do happen. When you are present with a woman, you are not trying to force an outcome. You are simply being with her, in this moment, without demand or expectation. And in that space of presence, something genuine can emerge. That is the foundation of attraction. It is not about what you say. It is about how you make her feel. And how you make her feel is directly connected to how present you are, how grounded you are, how attuned you are to her energy and her needs. Most men fail to understand this because they are too focused on themselves. They are worried about what to say next, whether she likes them, whether they are doing it right. But the moment you stop worrying about yourself and start paying attention to her, everything changes. You become someone who is not trying to get something from her, but someone who is simply there with her. And that is when she starts to feel safe. And safety, as the Stoics knew, is the foundation of trust. And trust is the foundation of desire. The second secret is the art of respectful flirting. Most men fall into one of two categories. Either they flirt excessively, coming across as desperate and overwhelming, or they barely flirt at all, becoming almost invisible out of fear of doing something wrong. But women enjoy flirting when it is done properly. The right kind of flirting feels exciting, playful, confident, and above all, respectful. It is not about memorizing lines or pretending to be charming. It is about the energy you bring. It is about keeping things light, playfully teasing, and creating that spark that makes her feel something. Think of flirting like a dance. You guide the interaction and she responds, but it should always feel natural, never forced. For instance, if she mentions she loves Italian food, you might reply, "Oh, really? Then you definitely have not tried my cooking yet." That is playful confidence, not arrogance. It is engaging, a little provocative, and naturally appealing. Authentic flirting is not about seeking approval. The moment you start trying too hard to impress her, you lose your advantage. Women are drawn to men who can joke, connect, and enjoy the interaction without constantly needing validation. A high-value man does not flirt to win someone over. He flirts because he genuinely enjoys the moment. He stays composed, centered, and emotionally steady, no matter how she responds. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote that a wise man is content with himself. Be the man who does not need anyone, yet is wanted by everyone because of his presence. When you are content with yourself, you do not need to perform. You do not need to impress. You simply are. And that simplicity is what draws people to you. When you flirt from a place of grounded confidence, you are not trying to get something from her. You are simply enjoying the interaction. And that enjoyment is contagious. It makes her want to be around you. It makes her feel alive. The third secret is presence. Presence is not something you do. It is something you are. It is the quality of being fully engaged in the moment, without distraction, without agenda. When you are present with a woman, you are not thinking about what to say next. You are not checking your phone. You are not scanning the room for something better. You are simply with her, and that kind of attention is rare. The philosopher Simone Weil wrote that attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity. When you give a woman your full attention, you are offering her something that most men never give. You are offering her the experience of being truly seen, and that experience is intoxicating. The fourth secret is emotional steadiness. Women are drawn to men who do not collapse under pressure. A man who stays calm when things get difficult, who does not panic when she pulls away, who does not chase when she needs space. That man is a rock, and a rock is something to hold on to. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote that you have power over your mind, not outside events. When you are emotionally steady, you are not thrown off balance by external events. You are not rattled by her mood. You are not anxious about her response. You are steady. And that steadiness creates a feeling of safety. The fifth secret is the willingness to walk away. This is the one that separates the men who are chosen from the men who are tolerated. A man who is willing to walk away is a man who knows his worth. He is not desperate. He is not afraid of being alone. He is complete on his own. And that completeness is what makes him magnetic. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus wrote that no man is free who is not master of himself. When you are willing to walk away, you are free. You are not controlled by fear. You are not controlled by need. You are free to choose. And that freedom is what makes you irresistible. If this video gave you a new way to think about attraction, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe and turn on notifications, and share this with a man who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 5 secrets resonated most with you. I read every single one. Stay grounded, stay present, and I will see you right here in the next one.